Hello and welcome to July's monthly Q&A. If you would like to get your question answered in a Q&A like this one, then you can do so. Just head on over to ask.fm/Sharmalade and you can ask me stuff. And you can ask me random questions like the first 10 or so questions that I've been asked. So I'm going to crack on with this. Let's go! Question number 1. If up is down, then is down up. I'm literally going to just read the first few questions and not answer them. Question number 2. If left is right, then is right left. Question number 3. If I handed you pool noodle and asked you to become a pool jester, yes or no? Question number 4. There is a tree, a building and a fire. The fire burns down the building. You have time to either dance with the flame or save the tree. What do you do? Next question is by Cage the Fancy Orc. I left a chain of anonymous questions. Which are mine? Tra-la-la-la-lol. Okay, get it. Thanks, Cage. Way to open July's Q&A. Blue or red, green or purple, druidism or shamanism? Out of blue, red, green or purple, I'd go with red. It's one of my favourite colours. And druidism or shamanism, I don't know. I know a little bit about druids, like, you know, real druids, not World of Warcraft druids. Let's get off of games for a minute. And something to do about ley lines, you know, the straight lines. And apparently, I think this is to do with druids, but apparently druids would be buried on the ley lines when they're dead, not whilst they're alive. And it's so that in death their spirit can travel up and down this straight ley line. But that might be nothing to do with druidism. I might have just made it up. There is a knight in a tower. He skated the dragon and is saving the princess. Skated? The dragon blocks the only route of escape except for a trapdoor. Don't you open that? That leads to a river of blood and skulls, almost guaranteeing death. Why? Do you jump down, send the princess first, or cram the dragon body down the small door? And that's from Cage the Fancy Orc. You've had a lot of questions, Cage. I think you're the only one that's actually asked any questions so far. What's wrong with the river? Just because it's got blood and skulls in it, why does it guarantee death? I'll just send the princess first, right? She won't mind. Can you sing this as an opera on the first try? I saw a demon and the demon saw me. The demon is me and I'm a demon. Demon, demon, demon. Cage, how many questions? You've had loads. So selfish. Opera. I saw a demon and the demon saw me. The demon is me and I am a demon. Demon, demon, demon. I'm so sorry. Cover your ears. Hey Sharm, in your February Q&A, you mentioned that you've raided in TBC and Classic. Are you still raiding these days? Siege of Orgrimmar, Black Rock Foundry. I'm not even playing WoW. Guys, what happened was I quit WoW for 2 years just before Mists of Pandaria, and then I came back at the end of Mists of Pandaria and I had an awesome time. And then Warlords of Draenor came out and I was really excited for it and it was fun until I got bored of my garrison. And then I couldn't justify $8.99 a month for it just to log in and sit in my garrison like a loner. And I've also, a lot of people have been tweeting the pictures of this new ship thing that you can do where you, like, it seems very similar to the garrison. You just send a ship out and you have a chance of succeeding on a mission or something. And it No. Do you plan to stream games on Twitch? I used to do that, but basically what happened with Twitch is I made a calculated decision to kind of quit streaming. I used to stream every Thursday for 2 hours. And it took up a whole day that I could have used singing, and I do use it singing now. I use it to get loads done, music-wise, and that's more what I'm about. I'm not a streamer, I'm a singer, and I'd much rather be spending my time creating music for you guys than streaming. But that being said, I pretty much think about streaming every day. Like, I miss it, and I do miss hanging out with you guys and being able to just have a laugh and just make a fool out of myself. But I should stream again. I do think about it a lot, and I think I will get round to doing it again, but it's just finding a day that I haven't got anything planned and that I actually want to do something. Because generally if I have a day where I don't have to do anything, it's because I want to rest my voice. As a singer, it's when I finish singing, I just don't want to talk. Like, I find doing vlogs and Q&As and streaming extremely taxing on my throat, because 90% of the rest of the time I'm singing. So when I'm not singing, ideally I'm just want to be resting my voice. And I'm actually quite a quiet person, although people that know me on TeamSpeak wouldn't agree with me on this. But I am actually quite a quiet person when I'm not at my computer, either singing or vlogging or singing. I already said that, didn't I? Yeah. So I might stream again. I totally digressed, but I might stream again. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Who knows what the future holds? I don't know if you have answered this before, but what got you into WoW and what kept you into it? I got into WoW because this is way back in the days of AOL. I used to know a guy in the Games Chat UK. I always used to go in Games Chat UK. And he played it. And he kept saying to me, you should try it, you'd like it. Because at the time I was playing Phantasy Star Online when it was in the beta. And it was brilliant. And he was like, yeah, you should try World of Warcraft. And it was vanilla at the time. It was just the one box, the one old browny orangey box. I think it was brown. And I kept thinking, yeah, I want to get it. I think it looks really cool. I think I'd enjoy it. And I remember walking into a game store and I saw it and it was on sale, I think. And I picked it up. I think it was only about £10 back then. And I installed it. And the first time I played it, I played it for so long, just killing boars. I made it a night elf, and I was killing boars in the starting area, and I played it for so long that my mouse failed. It was not wireless like this one is, but it just suddenly wouldn't work, and I actually got an error saying something about your mouse has died. So I restarted my computer because I hadn't turned my computer off for probably like 2 days, and my keyboard failed. So, but that's how I got into it, and I really loved it. I loved vanilla. I have very fond memories of WoW, and I'd like to just keep it that way instead of forcing myself to play it now and just tainting all of my memories of it. What are your thoughts on the first Guild Wars 2 expansion, Heart of Thorns? Awesome. Well, I say that. I actually haven't played Guild Wars 2. I got right into it a few months back, and I just kind of stopped and started playing WildStar. I have this thing where I like to feel free to play lots of different games, and Heart of Thorns sounds awesome. I'm looking forward to it, and I think when it comes out, I'm hoping that Ian's going to start gaming again as well, because he's so addicted to Sons of Anarchy right now, which is kind of handy because I'm addicted to WildStar, so we don't clash like that. Sharm, hi. Who would win in a fight, Illidan or Lich King in real life? Also, what's your favourite colour? Also, wait a minute, if you could assassinate one person with no consequences, who would it be and why? Also, wonderful voice, thank you. Amazing accent, thank you. And your beauty is stunning, ah. Also, do these go on your Q&A videos? They do. Okay, so question number 1. Illidan or Lich King? Well, obviously Illidan, because he's old school, man. You can't be Illidan. You're never prepared for Illidan. Also, what's your favourite colour? Red and brown. I like brown colours. Earthy. Also, if you could assassinate one person with no consequences, who would it be? It's a hard one. I don't want anybody to get hurt. Who do I hate? I don't hate anyone. Who would I want to assassinate? No one. I can't think of anyone. Sorry, this isn't a question. Why is nobody asking? Asking what? Are your eyes naturally as blue purplish as in the video you posted, the 4th of Mars? Cheers. Do you mean 4th of... Yeah, I know what you meant. Don't need to call you out on it. I just did. They are blue. They're not like purple. I don't know what happened with that. I would put the green screen up and render the video with the green screen taken out, and it did something to my eyes, which was awesome, but they're not purple in real life, but they are blue. They're just blue. Did you end up going full-time on your channel to do your beloved singing? I did. On a scale from 1 to 10, how cringed out do you feel after reading comments? What do you mean, like on my singing videos? I don't cringe on comments under on my YouTube videos or on my singing in general, because I love getting criticism, and if someone compliments my voice, then awesome, thank you. But if someone criticises it, you can tell if someone's being a dick, really, can't you? If they're gonna like criticise to the point where it's like you're rubbish and spew out a load of nasty words, then easily ignored. It's the constructive criticism that I really kind of search for in the comments to see if my singing had the impact that I wanted it to have in certain areas, or if I could have done something differently, or if I could have sung it better. Which is probably always the case. Oh, there's more questions. Did you go to college? How was the hours there? I'm at 4.5 hours a week, and I don't even need to work. Haven't worked my entire life. And that's from A, I think. I did go to college, but I didn't finish. I got bullied, so I left, and I really regret it, because I went in to college as a pianist, and they had me sing a song because I said like I really enjoy singing, and so I sang a song, and they said, we don't want you to use piano as your main instrument, we want you to be a singer as your like main instrument. So I was like, okay, sweet, that sounds awesome. And then there was another girl there that was a singer, and she was really good. She was proper like trained, she had the vibrato going on, she had just such a cool, clear voice, and whereas I was very raw, I didn't know what I was doing, didn't have good breathing technique or anything, or any strength. And they do this thing where you can like, you all group off, and you have like a guitarist and your drummer and your bassist and your keyboardist and your singer and your back-ends and that. And they wanted to do a little tour, so they would take us around different areas to do gigs. And this girl auditioned as the singer, and I auditioned as the singer, and they chose me, and I had never felt so guilty about anything, because I knew I'd gone in as a pianist and she had gone in as a singer, and then I went in as the singer and kind of took her place, and I felt so bad about it. But it kind of worked out in a way for her, because I got bullied and I ended up just leaving. I felt so sad about it, but I didn't want to stay, and so she must have got the tour. So it's swings and roundabouts, and every cloud has a silver lining, so I'm pleased that she got to do the tour in the end. I just want to thank you, Sharm. For about a year now, I have been struggling with a depression, and I don't get to have many good moments these days. Listening to your songs and seeing your vlogs are some of the good moments. So thank you, and please keep on being you. And that's from Joachim of Denmark. That's really sweet and sincere, and I'm sorry that you've been struggling with depression. I know that I don't like to say mental illness, but it is an illness that people can't see, and people judge you and they think that you're okay, and you're not. And people, because they can't see a wound, they don't think there's anything wrong with you, and they can't understand what you're going through. But I've had dark days, I will say that, and some very dark days in fact. But I think as I've grown up, I've just kind of learnt to accept that it's just a part of who we are, and you can't fight it, and you can take medication. Some people really do need the medication to help, but you can't get rid of it, because it's a part of you, it's a part of who you are, and you should embrace that, and you shouldn't be ashamed of it or scared of it. It's just who you are, and most people are nice people, so I'm pretty sure that you shouldn't get too caught up on it, really. I know that sounds easier said than done, especially when you wake up and you just think, ugh, I want to get out of bed today, but you can do it. And just remember that it is a part of you, and you're a nice person, and as long as you mean well and you're not hurting anyone, then just embrace who you are, and embrace depression and mental illness, because it makes up you, and you are a nice person. Sharm, may I please get a hug? Yes, you may. Mwah. Also, love your accent, thank you. And you're so beautiful. Ah. Also, you have the most beautiful eyes I've ever seen. Also, if you could kill one villain in WoW, who would it be? Angelic voice is always charming. Thank you, Alex. Who would it be in WoW? Oh. I don't know. I don't know. I think she's not really a villain, but I think it's Syndragosa. Is that the dragon in Wrath of the Lich King? What is it? Ice Crown Citadel? The dragon that puts the blue stuff. Does she put blue stuff down? It's been such a long time. But she does like cones on you and you get asphyxiation, I think it's called, if you don't get out of them. That boss isn't hard, but it's trying to coordinate everybody that's hard. And we wiped a lot on that boss, so kill that one. She's a villain, right? She's a baddie. We can kill her. Is it a her? This question is from Smith. I didn't see the anonymous thing. Okay, I'll just ask for another hug while I'm here. Is that you, Alex? May I please have a hug? Okay, if not, there's your hug. Mwah. If you were stranded on a desert island, what 5 objects would you bring? You're the most beautiful lady I've ever seen, by the way. Amazing voice. It's definitely you, Alex. I know your surname now. I'm gonna go and Facebook you. I'm not, that's just weird. I might later. What would you bring? 5 things. Right, well, my hairdryer, Ian, my dog, Wi-Fi, and my computer. Done. Life complete. So that's it for July's Q&A. Keeping it kind of short and sweet, I think. If you want to get your question answered in a vlog like this one, head on over to ask.fm/Sharmalade and you can. Sorry if you haven't had your question answered yet, but it is in a queue and I am working my way up and I will get there eventually. But have a wonderful month, I suppose, although I'll see you next week for the weekly vlog. Bye!